Okay, cool. So we're here to talk about the Hot Chip DJ Kicks CD, and I got to admit I haven't heard their CD yet because I only just found out I was doing this interview earlier.
Fair enough.
But I did do a bit of research and I did hear the track that you did for it, My Piano. Gotta say it's catchy as a big fishnet. It's really, really good, and I read a lot of stuff about how it didn't fit on the. It took a while to do. I didn't think it was going to fit on the next album. I thought it would fit on this one. What sort of other stuff is on there?
On the DJ Kicks?
Yeah, that would make it fit.
Well, there's a load of kind of catchy house music on it. There's things like New Order, which is kind of an obvious thing for us to put on a compilation. It's like a big reference point for us, for all of us in the band, and it's one of the only kind of few bands that we all like really agree that we really like. But you know, the track that we did has a kind of similarity to New Order in that it's incredibly like poppy house music,
Right.
using like similar kind of synth sounds and things. Apart from that, like I guess they're a kind of like the catchier end of like minimal techno, like Dominic Oilberg and Gabriela Nando and things like that. Like really bouncy techno tunes.
Sure.
So a lot of the stuff on the whole mix is very much pop music, and you know, even if it's not like strictly pop music, if it's kind of techno that has a poppy element, then we still kind of consider that to be pop music, really.
So I mean, as well, when I was reading about it, it kind of said that you got a whole list of stuff together that you between you thought was your kind of favourites and stuff, and you put it into a hot pot, just started cooking it up, maybe dropped a little bits out, put other bits in. There's some bits that are in there that are only on there for like 12 seconds or something, bits of tracks and stuff.
Well, we just didn't like those ones very much.
You decide by whoever's on the computer as to which.
Yeah.
So who decide who's on the computer?
Well, not all of us can use the computer. Some of us are kind of Luddites. So that decides it pretty instantly. Like Felix is the best at using like Ableton at the moment. And we use that to put together some of the songs that you can't really mix using record decks.
Sure.
Because the time differences are too much. So he was
Got me some seriously different tracks then.
Yeah, well, like try mixing like Jiggle It by Young Leak into like New Order, and it's impossible.
Galloping horses.
Yeah. But it actually sounds. We pitched up the Young Leak tune loads, which like, you know, we weren't sure whether to do or not, but it sounds good at that speed, I think.
So for you, it's not just the fact that you got these tracks together, but you really wanted to make it mix well together. You're kind of interested in your craft to make a DJ mix.
I mean, to be honest, this is not like a purist DJ mix in any way. Like the main consideration and the first consideration, like throughout the whole thing, was choosing like a group of tracks that kind of represented us in some way, or that we loved, or that we wanted for some reason, like a kind of strong feeling about having a track on the mix. And then it was really kind of a secondary consideration as to like how they would mix. So there are some points in the mix that simply aren't being mixed. It's more like a mixtape that you make for a mate.
So you had a bit more fun with it almost.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it wasn't that much fun.
Wasn't it?
Trying to fit it all together, because there were 5 people just choosing their favourite songs. No one had any consideration for like the BPM of those songs when they chose them. So afterwards, you've just got like a bunch of tunes, and like, yeah, some of them is just impossible to put together and beat mix. You know, so the DJ Kicks, the whole tradition is like a great, you know, journey by a DJ.
Yeah. And
we've fucked it up completely. But it's not really like in our nature to do like a purist kind of house mix or whatever. Like, we are really like a pop band, and
I heard you described as yacht rock.
That's fair enough. I love my yacht. I love rocking. So yeah, like you know, so a couple of members in the band just aren't really into dance music at all. So Doing like a straight house mix where everything was just 126 BPM and just went from start to finish would have been not really representative of us. So we just did a kind of mixtape where some bits, the bits that we could have beat mixed, and other bits are just like good songs played one after another.
And did you all had a final say in it? Did you all sit together as a band, played it afterwards and just went, that's perfect?
No, I haven't listened to it actually.
Well, snap. That's all right then.
Yeah.
So it could be rubbish?
Yeah.
Doubtful?
No, it could well be rubbish.
It just means people have got to go out and buy it here for
Got
themselves.
to hear for themselves or not. Download it and save the money.
You reckon it's already available?
Hell yeah, must be.
You leaked it.
Not myself, a young leaked it.
So it was an interesting thing to do anyway.
Yeah. But there was never a point when all 5 of us were in the room at all. Like Al was not in the country while we made the whole mix. He was in America.
Yeah, mate. We put your track in. No worries. Don't worry.
Yeah,
it's
we
in
put
the
it in
house,
there. It sounds great.
Yeah. It's the 2-second one.
So that was like this heat because it's totally arrhythmical. So we didn't really know what to do with it at all. But Alexis really wanted for it to be a part of the mix, quite rightly so, because This Heat are a great band. So we kind of used it as as kind of sound effects to make another one of the tunes a bit more interesting.
Sure. Did you have anything to do with the artwork on this one?
No.
No, kind of left that alone.
Yeah, none of us had anything to do with
Did
that.
you have a choice?
Although the only thing that we did have something to do with was this original picture, like these pictures of us.
Yeah.
Were done by Felix's brother, Bibis, who's an excellent artist, and he's done other things for Hot Chip in the past.
That's good.
So you get a nice picture of Al eating a piece of toast there. You can see Owen looking at the label of a fine bottle of French wine.
Fine, you sure?
Well, maybe.
It's not Tesco's, so...
Could be. Felix is buying a train ticket, and I'm reading probably a manual for a synthesizer. Something like that.
Tea or coffee?
I think it'd be herbal tea.
Herbal. You've got to be a tea band from the UK.
Well,
you must have found in the States that they can't make good tea. 17 different thousand types of coffee and not one good cup of tea.
Oh yeah, I don't actually drink tea, so hard for me to comment, but I'll take your word for it.
No. Excellent. Well, is there anything else you'd like to say about the album? You'd like to add?
Yeah, I would like to say that
Sleeve notes?
The first song is excellent. It's by a friend of ours called Grosvenor. The song is called Night Moves. Came out last week. Excellent record.
You used to be the drummer of the band.
You did, yeah. You did for a while.
A little bit of research.
Interesting side note there. No, that was good. You get brownie points for that one.
Thank you.
Yeah, he played drums for us for a while.
And he's releasing his own stuff now as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
What label?
I don't know what label it's on.
I'm sure he's on MySpace.
He's definitely on MySpace.
Along with you guys.
Who is it?
It's one of our friends.
One of our top friends.
Yeah.
In the world.
Grosvenor.
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 Yeah.
Right,
not Grosvenor.
Grosvenor.
He's not a gross vendor.
Excellent. And he was plucked from obscurity by you guys?
Not obscurity.
Kind of.
I wouldn't say obscurity.
Right.
But
I haven't done enough
near
research.
obscurity.
I haven't done enough research, you see.
I would say he had a fan base of several thousand people, and we plucked him from that.
And he's your hot tip.
Yeah, no, he's just great. His music's always good. He's going to play with us in July when we play a gig at Somerset House.
I've got tickets for that.
Oh, very nice, thank you. So yeah, he's just very good, and we like his music a lot. So that was a very easy decision to make for the mix, to have him first.
Did he choose the track, or did you choose the track?
We chose the track. It's our favourite one.
Oh right, okay. Excellent. That means we've got to go out and get it, and we've got to go out and get Grosvenor as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
I'd say that's the highlight.
Excellent. Thank you very, very much for doing the interview, mate.
That's cool. So that's no problem.
And that was brilliant. Thank you.
Okay.